Let's go get another update on our van conversion. Hey sweetheart, where are you?
Back here.
We're over here getting an update. It's been a few days since the last update we got. What you been doing?
The window coverings and line the reflectix with this fabric, and I'm just trying to get a good fit. And there's almost nothing for it to grab onto, so I think I'm going to put some things in here.
What things?
Periodically spread around. So I don't know, maybe something flat that'll go in there and kind of give these something to hold these in place in this back window. The other windows have plenty of material for them to bite onto, but anyway, the electrical's done. Got my inverter and the battery all hooked up and everything. It's grounded to the chassis. So it has the built-in GFCI and short circuit protection. I'm back up. I'm going to close this.
Okay.
Anyway, come around this side. Oh, there went the, yeah, it didn't have quite enough to bite onto there. Yeah, didn't hold. All right, well, I'll keep working on that. But anyway, as you can see, I got the flooring material in. We used some it's called a garage floor protectant rubber material, I guess.
Really cool.
It's for drippy cars that like to mark their territory. But anyway, keeps the oil stains off your garage floor. But I got the electrical hooked up for the refrigerator. There's an outlet, 12-volt outlet right here. It's the Alpa Cool 30 liter, and it has the option of AC or DC. I'm running it on DC. I have AC right here. I could have ran it on, but you lose a little bit of power when you convert it from DC house battery to AC and then use it versus just going straight DC. But up here I have some switches. This one's for the refrigerator that's on, and this one right here, that's the water pump. And take out our
Sink cover.
Got
Sink
a few
looks
little
great.
bits and parts in here. Things I haven't used yet. And anyway, you got you just turn it for a little bit, wash your hands or whatever, or you could fill up a container really fast. It's an 80 psi pump, and it drains. There's a P-trap back there with this easy drain set up, and I have it going into this 2.5 gallon purified water from Kroger or Vons or whatever.
We had a bit of a difficult time with the water containers.
Yeah, and this, I lost this piece that goes on the top right there, but I want to be able to close that, so I'm going to have to grab another one. But anyway, throw all this sink bits and parts back in there. Got a couple of drops of water on there. Anyway, this is the battery meter I was talking about in an earlier video, but it wasn't installed yet. It shows the battery health. I've been using this battery for 3 days just for my power tools and my jigsaw and other, like the shop vac and things like that, and it's gone down 1 bar. It's at 12.6 volts and 119 volts output. And it's been running the fridge for like a day and a half. So I think it should give us at least 4 days on the road before we have to recharge it. And I got this covered up, and I went with these 2.5 gallon containers because they fit in the 9.5 inch high space in the stow and go compartment from the old stow and go seats that we took out.
Yeah.
And I could put 3 or 4 of them across there, plus I have the one in the back. You know, so and then the one that we're using goes right there, and I just swap them out as need be. And I figure swapping them out every 2.5 gallons will force me to be cognizant of how much water we have left at any given time, so we don't run out. But with 4 jugs, that's 10 gallons, and I can fit like 6 jugs fairly easily and still have room for all the pantry items under here, and the emergency potty will be stored underneath there, all that stuff. I put this whole kitchen cabinet is new since the last video.
Yeah.
Last time it came out here actually. And this is on a slide out drawer.
Nice.
And you just pull it up like that. And
so you got your favorite drink in there.
Yep. Gotta have a Pepsi. Anyway, it's at 38 degrees right now, but this Alpha Cool can go down to 14 degrees Fahrenheit. So plenty cold to freeze anything if you want. And I don't know if you could tell, but there's these little dividers right here, and there's two more on this side that you could put a divider in there, and you could put some very small items like maybe 1 pound squares of a hamburger or something like that, and it'll freeze on this side. If you set it for 32 degrees, it'll get frozen on this side, and this side will just kind of stay refrigerated.
Looks really good. How many more days do you think before we can take this on the road?
This weekend.
Cool.
I think I've got maybe about an average of 5 or 6 hours a day for like 10 or 12 days.
Yeah.
And then these, let's see. Yeah. So this one I did not put on a switch up here because it came with a switch right there, so you could turn it on and off right here. That's pretty handy. It also has a voltage meter, but this side, so these 12-volt cigarette lighter, 2 USBs and a USB-C, they are not going through the inverter. They're connected to a fuse panel straight off the battery. And then I've got my Google Home smart speaker. Plugs into the this power strip right here. I got this double-sided power strip off Amazon. It's for going and recessing into your desktop, so that you have 3 outlets under your desktop right here on this side, and then 3 outlets on top. But I just wanted to mount it in here so that I have this side for kitchen appliances, like whether if we want to plug in the coffee maker for example, or something else on top of there. And then this side can charge all our devices, laptop, that sort of thing. And it also has 4 Type A USB ports and 4 Type C USB ports on there as well. But those do go through the inverter, unlike these. So if I wanted to shut off the inverter to conserve power or whatever, I'd still have this. I think that's about everything that we've done since the last video, but I could show you the other side, how the plumbing and some of the electrical works over there. So this is the freshwater tank. You saw the gray water tank on the other side. The drain comes through here, and there's a trap right there before it goes through and drops down into the gray water tank. And this 12-volt 80 psi pump, it's kind of, if I had it to do over again, I'd get a smaller pump. It really has more power than we needed, and it's kind of noisy. I'm not really worried about the power usage because you can see how much that battery is able to do on one charge. But anyway, it sucks the water in here and pushes it out here and straight up into the faucet. The faucet was is a reverse osmosis water filter faucet, and I think it was $27 on Amazon, and it came with this little white coupling right here to go from 3/8 outside diameter refrigerator water line pipe, and then it didn't have anything to connect it to a water pump. So I went down to Home Depot and I bought this piece and this piece. These are both hose barb with female and male threaded on the other side. So I got some pipe thread in there, thread tape, and screwed them together nice and tight. And then but just the little hose that it didn't come with, that I only needed that little tiny piece. I had to buy 25 feet to get that. And then this piece and this piece was as much as the faucet on Amazon. So anyway, the plumbing parts cost more than the cabinet and the sink and the faucet. That's shocking to me, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's pretty much it.
Looks really good. All right. We'll see you in a few days, I guess. Bye, everybody.